All right, this is my 56th video, I believe, or 55th. I'm not sure. I'm losing track of the video. Um, but as you can see, there's been a lot of video that I've been letting out, releasing, and that's because, as I said, I've been making videos since 2020, and it's to be honest, making video has been helpful for me too because it keeps track of the manipulation, the narrations, the things they've been trying to make me subscribe, and with time, it's becoming harder and harder to grasp reality in the sense that I'm going to the world they've created in my mind. They do these things where they just rewire your brain and make you think the most illogical ways. And I just realized that when I go back and see a video I made almost 3 years ago and see how today they're still trying to make me subscribe to this thing, and I was talking about 3 years ago, it just kind of shows that they have a pattern, right, of narration they want to create. They've been trying to paint me as something I'm not. And like actually, like not yesterday or the day before, actually before that, they've been trying to go back into my memories, see who they can make me believe was another age. And somebody I've been with, I've been intimate with, and they try to look at them. They try to make them make me believe that they're underage. Anybody where I have where they can change that, they will do it. There's one moment, and this is just the most comical, and they're really, really trying to make sense of that. And as I said that, they keep telling me when I'm about to give an indication of how illogical, irrational these people are, they start talking about the torture. I've said that many times. This is a way to just diverge from from how illogical these people are and how obvious the manipulations is. So one thing they've done is, I was in Canada for a work thing for a week when I was 26 years old. On the last days there, I think the last night there, I ended up meeting up somebody. I ended up being with somebody intimate wise. They're trying to make me imagine that person to be an underage, right? But she's not. She's an adult. And the way they try to make me accept this person to be an underage is because, and understand how illogical and how childlike and how stupidity is at the highest. This is gaslighting. Gaslighting is really trying to implant irrationality and make you accept this irrationality. They're trying to make me think that, you see, a few days before that I met this person, and before I became intimate with that person, I went to a restaurant. It was a bar place, and I got some food. As I'm going to the bathroom, there's a guy who comes in and looks at me, kind of shake my head or something like that. They're saying, you see, before, remember that guy who shook his head? It's because he knew that you were about to be having sex with this person. That is their logic. And then another thing they've made as they just really force people to have these ways of thinking that's so illogical. It was I was listening something about Epstein, right? As we know, Epstein had some kind of relationship with the intelligence community, right? Which, like I said, there's a lot of pedophilia things going on there, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about. And one apparently, according to some people, Epstein used to compromise people by making them have sex with underage people, and the person will not know that that person is underage, and then Epstein will blackmail that person. Right? It's all allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what people were saying. What he would do is he would blackmail those people after having them have sex with these underage people. So he will, bring some girls around. This person will have sex with that girl, and he will not know that the girl he's having sex with is underage, and then Epstein will blackmail that person, right? And so they were trying to say, and that's how illogical. They're saying, no, we did something similar. That we brought this person, and she was underage, and that's like, it's not true. and they truly want me to subscribe to this. It's nonsensical, and they have this manipulation in your brain that they can accept any kind of illogical thoughts. That's what is very close to being schizophrenic, because they make you think in this disturbing, almost child, um, not child like, but spectrum like minded. I don't want to say the word I want to say, but it's so illogical. So they're saying that no, 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 we sent this person. She was underage. You had sex with her, and so, which first of all is disgusting. One, and two, it's just, of course I know it's not true, right? I know that they're just trying to make me believe this predator pedophilia persona they've created. So, and the thing is, this is me when I'm 26 years old, right? I'm in my 30s now. And if I look at somebody and my memories of that person that I was intimate was is as I was 26, that person was probably 22, 23, and they can easily make you think that a 22-year-old is a person underage, because it's not much like, some of them look very young. So what I do, and this woman this woman is was Asian Canadian, no? So to put things back in perspective, I have pictures. I have picture of this Asian Canadian that I look at, that she's in the 20s. She's just a random person, but because they can make me think in a certain way and make me imagine person beyond her, I need to bring myself back to reality and look at, okay, this is what a 20-some-year-old Asian American looks like, Asian Canadian, sorry, looks like. And so try to bring back my memories to what actually happened, right? Instead of the stories they created. These people have to implant narrative in your brain, and they want you to feel like it makes zero sense what I just said, correct? But in my mind, it's like it truly is something going on, and they use people who have no sense of shame, right? They have no self-respect. They will really like will be making noise campaign and try to say, you see, that's proof. In my mind, they even at this point, what they're also doing is it's also to the point where they even make me have these dialogues where, oh, the person that shook his head after, like, is this is that illogicalness. They just try to find ways to create this false narrative. Somebody actually, so I'm next to this trash place, right? These people, we love to use that. It's an indication of their life, actually. They like to make noise campaign and try to make some noises of that. But this is how illogical it is. This is how they try to make you accept these stories. A pure illogicalness. And they're like, no, we proved it. Or they're gonna rape you. Well, if I'm gonna get raped or tortured the way, that means just that's that. You're being tortured. You're gonna torture me. That's it. Yeah, I know. You torture me psychologically. It makes sense that you torture me physically. But I'd rather die and be tortured this way than live your life. You actually work for pedophiles. You actually have issues with pedophiles and pedophilia in the environment they're in. The Texas community is filled with these pedophiles. They have to come up with this almost illogical spectrum like reality that they created. They have to put these things together. And every time they try to block out reality, it's like, oh, they're going to rape you. As a way to block out illogical stupidity, the world they have to be in order to be the gods that they want to be. And I call them, I say that because they like to call themselves gods, right? Because the capability of this technology is amazing. They can do all crazy things, and they can make people think in this nonsensical and really try to make you think this is logic. Like it's a logical way of thinking. As I say that, they try to, but um it's true. And then they use these people who have no self-respect, right? They have no self-respect, and and they pick people very special in that sense. They're not impressive at all. And it's funny, they're like, oh, I feel bad. It's like, I do not care if these people feel bad or good. That's not my problem. You chose to be trash, and I'm glad that you made that choice. You'll see the consequences of this those choices that you made. They'll come back to you. You're not God, you're trash, and you'll be reimbursed properly. Now, for me, I just gotta remember, as much as they're gonna act accordingly to make sense of this illogicalness, You just gotta be strong. They're gonna try to make you accept this nonsensicalness in every way possible. You just gotta be find a way to find strength. You are dealing with some of the weakest human beings, not in sense of strength, right? Physical, like, but weak in the sense that they have no self-respect. If I wish I could take pictures of all some of the people I've seen involved with them, you will know that these people are just not the people that you think stability in them, or at least at that moment it seems like stability is not something they just completely have accepted to be idiots. They have accepted, and when I say things like that, they keep saying, they're warning me, oh, you're gonna be tortured, you're gonna, okay. The reason why they're warning me is because they don't want to hear how it's idiotic this thing sounds like. So they're gonna do whatever they can, and at the end they try to say, no, we're doing it because you did this to this person. I'm like, do you understand that? I know that these people have done such a horrible things to some of the most vulnerable people. These people torture children and women. I've given snippets. This is not just something that's created for me. They torture children and women. So I'm like, I know what you guys do. You guys are nasty. You're foul, and you're not the type of people who people should listen to when it comes to narrations, because there's a lot of projection. What they want you to be is what they actually involved in. These people have CIA agent going to chat rooms, try to pick up 14-year-old kids. So now they try to create storylines in my head with nonsensicalness because somebody shook their head, they were in advance, and it's just, makes no sense. This is the kind of illogicalness that my brain is forced to rationalize this nonsensicalness, stupidity, nonsensical, and they then try to make me imagine that person to be another just because my imagination is for them to manipulate. It is complete. I'm not even gonna say the word. I'm trying the best not to say that word, and it's complete spectrum like. And you listen to these people, you like try to make, try to get out of how illogical this thing is. They have no shame. When they torture children and women, then they're like, oh no, there's this woman that you did this to. It's like, listen, I'm not perfect. I know who I am, and I know who, me. I've done things I'm not proud of, but I know that you are trying to make me be something I'm not. You create storylines based on things that makes no sense. For example, this is just one of many. Tomorrow there'll be others. They continue non-stop. Whatever storyline they can make me, they're trying to find ways to paint me as a predator, a pedophile. One day they're filled with people working in this intelligence community who are pedophiles that actually go pick up kids. Well, me, you have to make me imagine that to be the case because somebody shake his head before even it's just illogical by my brain. And you have these people who have no shame, right? No self-respect. I was like, oh, they are. No, 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 this proof. And I know they try to agitate me too, but at the same time, this is your life. You are spending your life doing this. Yes, I will call that out and make it obvious that this is how you spend your life right now. And I'm glad that you're doing it. And I wish that you as a perp continue to live this life for the rest of your life. You are not going to die. This is all. So to all my target individual, the illogicalness, the nonsensicalness is going to be. They're going to try to sell that nonsensicalness. They're going to really try to sell it. They're going to try to make you like sell this like see, see pure. I'm not going to say the word, but pure idiocy. They're gonna try to really make you yes, and then when you can hear them like maybe from the patio somewhere, somebody say nothing, nah, you're not gonna get to me. It's like no, you just try to block out how idiotic this thing is. Please continue. That's why you don't like to be seen. I'm gonna continuously make them understand that they are just the bottom feeders in this whole thing. And to the people responsible for me being in this program, they're trash. And I know that justice will be done. But to all my target individual, These perps are not. Listen, did you hear this nonsensicalness? These are the same people that will really try to push you to accept this, if it makes sense. They will make noise. They have no shame. And my brain, because as ravaged as it is, as manipulative as it is, it's gonna really. They can even make you feel nervous, anxious. So they come up with this story, make you nervous about it, even though it's super nonsensical, make you feel uncomfortable, and they'll start selling. Oh, you see, that's proof we are. We're protecting our community. Trash. To all my target individuals, just don't subscribe. Be strong. Be strong, and understand that um, you are not what they try to paint you as. They are gonna try to rewrite your memories in their fashion. But understand, these things that comes out about this indigenous community and the different stories and these pedophilia patterns that they have there, it's not randomly happening. Why are they using these tactics to paint people? It's because this is the people they work with. This is the world they're in. That's the people that feel in this indigenous community, and they're here trying to create you as such. It's nasty. It's disgusting, but you gotta be strong. And what they're gonna do is try to break your self-image. So you start to look at yourself a little different too. It's like, oh my gosh, uh, do not subscribe. Do not. I don't want to die this way. But I prefer this death than living their life, because you understand these people are just people. Their time they have. Their time is going to be counted too. But this is what they're doing. And then the best part is they keep saying they're gonna watch me die. I'm like, yes, please do, because I don't want you to go live life and enjoy life. I want you to do this, watch me die and everything. Dedicate more time, do more of this. They think, they try to make it. They always try to say, starve me. I was like, I don't want you to. I don't care about you getting starved. I don't care. This is you just trash like you, bottom feeders like you. That's what they do. And they're like, no, we chose you. It's like, you didn't choose me. You came and actually talk about a pedophile. I'm not gonna say his name, but this person that was allegedly picking up kids when he was a district attorney, an assistant district attorney, and because the people who put me in this program donated money to this person, they they can't say his name. A man who was going to pick up kids, not this crazy things they make you imagine. They're just the bottom feeders. They're just nothing. These people who torture women and children, and they want to come up with their facade as they've painted. They wanted to play the feminists. They wanted to pretend like they're protecting the community. All this BS. They're just opportunists. Trash. They have done horrible things to even the most vulnerable people, and very weak and coward like. Very much. Still, I'm a target individual. Stay strong, okay? And know that justice will be done.